Hello everyone, this is Vicki from Nature's Best. Today we are going to be making a gift bag. I just want to show you a little bit about what I've been doing. Actually, this bag right here has held many papers for many years. I hate to tell you, but it's been like maybe 20 years in my craft room. You all have those projects that you want to get to, right? Well, today we're going to get to them. Making gift bag. I want to show you what I've been doing. I take a paper, I cut it the size that I want, and then I'll iron it on both sides. And I put a pillowcase over it to protect the paper and the iron. So I want to show you a few of the Christmas bags that I have been making. Okay, I just want to show you a few bags that I have made already. This one here, and you can tell that it's been ironed and it has a really nice tag on it. And I'll talk about the tags in a little bit. Okay, so there's one. And then this other one that I made, I actually took paper that came from our frames that we received. We ordered frames for anyone who wants things framed, and pictures that I make framed, and I took that paper. So anything like this works really nice too. So here's another one. What I like to coordinate the tags, you know, with the papers, just, you know, the colors, etc. I'll show you how I put these ribbons on when we make a bag. We're going to be making a bag. I'm going to show you today. And this was my favorite cord to use. It just worked really well. But I really liked this bag. It turned out really pretty, I thought. And one more. This bag here. One of the ones that I got, papers that came with our frames. And little did I know that when I put this tag on, this is actually the back, but the seam is so nice that you can't really even tell. I may turn that tag around if it really bothers me, but it's okay. And I made a little tag to match the paper. Okay, so let's go to the table and make our bag. Okay, let's make our gift bag. Okay, first of all, we're going to find our middle. Okay, we're going to fold our paper and find our middle. I'm going to put a little mark here. I like to put a little mark here. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to fold the paper a little over the middle. Okay, we're going to make our line like this. What I like to use also is a bone folder. This is a bone folder. You probably all know that. And then I like to fold the other side over the middle. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put tape here, and I want to make sure that I have enough room here that the tape can go right on that. Okay, so I'm going to fold it again. Alright, and this is going to be our back. I'm going to use my ATG gun, and I love this, and I'm going to put it on here like this. Make sure it's in the middle also, and just keep moving it down. Okay, and then I'm going to put it right on top of that. Okay, I'm going to put that down and crease it so it's right on top of that. There we are. Now I like to look at the top and the bottom. This lines up pretty well. Okay. So our next thing that we're going to do is we're going to fold the bottom and excuse me, and tape it. And what I like to do is I like to use my 3 fingers on this size bag. If it's a really big bag, I like to use like 5 fingers. Okay, this one's a nice size to use the 3 fingers right here. And then I fold it up like that. Use my bone folder. This is making the bottom. So you open this up and make it like a little arrow. Make sure that line is right along the bottom there. And the same on the other side. Doesn't have to be perfect. You know, everything we do in the craft room isn't perfect, right? It's handmade. So don't stress. Okay, then I'm going to take this up. I like to take this about like right there. Or maybe, let's see, let's do the bottom. Let's do the top. Let's put it a little above that line. See how I like it. If it comes to a point, which I'll show you. Yeah, that looks pretty good. See there? That is lined up really nicely. And it's right over, right where I want it. You want to have this like that, because if you don't, your bottom is going to be crooked and then it won't stand up. Take it from me. Okay, now I open it up. Now if you could use glue too, but if you're using the tape, and I'm glad that I'm in the kitchen and putting my tablecloth down, because I can go over that and with my tape gun, and that's okay, because I'll pick it up and then I'll put the tape over it, because it's such a small area. It's a little difficult to just put in that area with the ATG gun. If you have glue, it's a little easier. Okay, there we go. Now this part I can tape over here like that, and I'm going to tape this down first and bring that down over that, and there's my bottom. Okay, now let's open it up. What I like to do is I like to take a ruler and move that bottom bag with my hand and my ruler, kind of manipulate it and get that bottom open a little bit. Takes a little bit of doing to do that. A little bit of manipulation here. There it goes. And then on this side, okay, let's see what's going on here. I got my tape. Okay, I'm going to put the tape closer to the edge. I had it a little bit too far. Let's make sure that that's by the edge. And let's see. And then put it on. Got a little off, because I was a little off there. Okay, now let's see. Let's try this. Open it up again. Okay. All right. And let's move it around a little bit there. Okay, good. Okay, and that's our bottom. Okay, now we want to fold the sides. Okay, so let's put our bag back down. And here's how we fold the sides. See this line right here? That's where you want to fold it to, okay? Alright, let's get our bone folder. Let's do the other side. Right line here. Okay. And what I like to do is take it around and fold it back the other way. Just make sure that's down really good. And open it up, fold it the other way. Okay. All right. Now let's open this up. Just manipulate it until you get it go back and forth a little bit, so you know that your bag is going to be nice and square. Okay. All right. There you go. That's your bag. Okay? And now what you want to do is you want to take the top, and I like to fold it down. Now you can cut it and make it smaller if you want. I want it this size because I'm going to fold it down. This takes quite a bit of manipulation though, but eventually it works, okay? So take your time and just do the best you can on the top, because this is where you're going to put your holes, okay, for your ribbon. There we go. Got it nice. Pretty straight. Very straight. Okay, there we go. Okay, good. Now this is the back. This is the front. Now I like to use my Crop-A-Dile. It's called not a crocodile but a crop, C-R-O-P, Crop-A-Dile by We Are Memory Keepers. And this is a hole punch right here. It's actually 3/16, and you can see it coming down there. See? You can, if you can see that. And what I like to do is I like to fold it back like this, just so I know that this is going to be lined up. I always put it this way so you can see that hole right there. And I already have it extend this black thing extended down, so I know that if I put a hole there and move it over here, it's going to be the same length. Okay, all right, so there we go. Made our hole. I'm going to move it. So I'm going to move it right there. And there we go. Okay, this is a handy little tool. Okay, now it's time to put our eyelets on our bag. Here's how I store my eyelets. I have them in this tin. I just love all my eyelets. And I picked out some gold ones because I thought gold would look pretty with this bag. What you do is you put the eyelet down. I'm going to be using our Crop-A-Dile for this. And this part here that's sticking out, that's what we're going to put on top of it, okay? You want the good side of the eyelet to show, right? And you're going to smush it. And there's your eyelet. See how nice that looks? Okay, great. Now we have our eyelets. And we're going to take our ribbon and we're going to put it in the hole. What I like to do is I like to put a little tape. I've already done that. Little tape so it goes through. Otherwise it's a little hard to put through the holes. Okay? Alright. There we go. All you're going to do is you're going to make a circle and put it through. There you go. You don't have to worry about it coming through. It's going to be nice and snug in there. Okay, let's do the other side. Okay, let's make our knot. And there we go. Okay, now we have our handle. On one side, and you can tape this down if you want. I have done that with some of these. You don't like it sticking out too much, but it looks fine to me. Okay, now let's do the other side. Okay. I'm gonna make our loop. Through, okay? Now sometimes it's hard to get them the same length. Just do your best and it'll be fine. Okay? So, get it through. Like that. And you can see it's about the same length there. So you want to make your knot about right there. Looks really good. I like it. Okay. Now, like I say, sometimes I like to put tape down there to hold these down. But this one's fine. Okay. And there's our bag. Okay. Have fun. Now we're going to talk a little bit about the tags. Okay, if you notice this bag here, it has the stamp here. It's from Studio G. I got it at Michael's. And on this tag, it's on the front. All the rest of the tags have that on the back. So you can put them on the front or the back, wherever you'd like. Okay? And so what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how I make the tag. And I use Recollections punch. Okay? So I take a piece of cardstock and you punch it. It makes a nice tag. No cutting. And I happen to have one ready here because I stamped it on the back. When you stamp it, and I stamped it with the Versafine Pigment Ink. So you can either let it dry for a while, or what I did is I used my paper towel and I blotted it 3 times actually. And then, so that's ready to go. And my piece of paper that I want to make for the bag that we made today is this one here. And I'll put it right on the tag. Okay. And then I'll use my We Are Memory Keepers Crop-A-Dile. And it also has this punch right here. We're going to use the 3/16 punch. Now, you remember how we made our bags on top. We looked at the hole first. If you don't, if you do it backwards, you might punch it other places where you don't want it. So make sure you line that up where you want it and give a punch. And there's your hole. Okay? And I'll probably put this green ribbon on and it'll look real pretty. See there? Now you can, you can put however, like, you know, like maybe a saying if you'd like. Later I'll put like maybe Merry Christmas or a little saying there. I'd like to talk a little bit about making your gift bags. If you don't have an ATG gun, you can use glue. And I would use this Tombow Mono Liquid Glue. It has a nice point to it on the end, and it'll get in your corners really well. Okay? And the other thing I'd like to mention is if you don't have a We Are Memories Keeper Crop-A-Dile, you can use your hole punch. And one of the other things I'd like to mention is about the paper of the bags. The heavier the paper, the easier it is to make a bag, I found. And the lighter the paper, or the flimsier the paper, the harder it is to... Okay, for example, this bag is flimsy, and so what I do is I put a stabilizer inside. Can you see that white paper in there? Okay, what I do is I take a piece of paper. It's actually heavier than cardstock, and it's just scrap in my craft room there. And I size it up, and then I put tape on it, and I just drop it in there, and I push it in there, so it'll stay up there like that. And also, for when you iron, don't use any water in your iron. Well, thank you for joining me today. I've had fun making these gift bags, and I hope you will too.